the life that I have right now, I am 21 years old. I have my dream car. I am also trying to purchase another one of my dream cars. I make a lot of money doing the business model that I do, and all of this wouldn't be a thing unless I had God on my side. And back then, 2 years ago, I wasn't really close to God at all. I had a little relationship. I would go to church every Sunday because that's how I always grew up. And I would go to church every Sunday and thought nothing about it. I would never pray. I would just go, spend 1 hour a week at Mass on Sunday, and call it. But ever since I went to a retreat, a silent retreat to be exact, I didn't feel anything. I really didn't even care. First day, didn't care. Second day, didn't care. Third day is where I guess everything switched up. And before about to leave is when it hit me. I was like, wow. And back then, when I was doing the business, the entrepreneur stuff, I never had God on my side. I never, prayed. I never did any of this. I never brought God with me during my journey. But, 2 years ago, back then, I started my entrepreneurship about 4 or 5 years ago. And 2 years ago is when I got pretty much reintroduced and got close with my relationship with God. So, long story short, after that, I started going to Mass a lot. I started going to adoration almost every single day. Ever since I ended that, I was going to adoration for every single day for a few months. And I enjoyed it. I was going there for about 3, sometimes an hour, well, sometimes 30 minutes, sometimes an hour, sometimes 2 hours. One time I even spent the adoration for 3 to 4 hours, it was I had so much to talk about. I enjoyed presence, being in his house. So I enjoyed it and I stayed there. And that's when my faith grew extremely high. And during that time, I slowly started receding away from him. And then I'm not sure how, but I realized one of my friends told me last year that I should try and go to Mass. Because at that time, I was working out with him every single morning. And she came up to me and she goes to me, you should come with us to Mass every single day at 8 a.m. And I was like, yeah, I'll give that a shot. Fast forward, a month later, I didn't go, at all, even though she told me. But a month later, I'm like, you know what? Why don't I do that? Why don't I start my day off by praising God? Why don't I start my day off with giving my day pretty much to Jesus? And I was like, yeah, let me try that out. So I started going. We worked out, and then we went to church. We worked out, we went to church. Worked out, and went to church. That during that time, I would say is probably where I was the closest to God. I would go to church in the morning, and in the afternoon, I would go to adoration and pray every 3 hours. So I had a good schedule going on. And I don't think if she didn't introduce me to that 8 a.m. Mass, I don't think I'd be going to daily Mass. And I don't think my relationship with God would be anywhere near close, I guess, to what it is right now. Now, I'm going to Mass every single day. I am praying the rosary every single day. And I am also, my For You page is my personal For You page, my personal account, is filled with, God. It's filled with people talking about God, people talking about their journey, people reading Bible verses, all sorts of that stuff. And usually, towards the end of the night, I switch that account and I start reading. I start, gaining some information that I may not know about God out of these people, which it's been growing me spiritually, and I've been enjoying it a lot recently. So I've been doing that entrepreneur stuff for a good time, and now it introduced me. And I think if I did not grow my relationship with God, I don't think I'd be in this position right now, where I'm 21 years old. I have my dream car. I'm also buying another dream car of mine that's a V10, so I can't wait to show you guys that. There's a lot of people who say I need to grow my relationship with God. How do I do this? How do I do that? The one thing I always recommend, and is if they're not doing that already, is they need to be going to Mass every single Sunday. I was raised as a Catholic, and every single Sunday we would go to church. I don't think I missed a Sunday church in 3, 4, 5 years. I know one of the times I missed church because I was on vacation, and we tried to figure something out, and it was in a different language, so we didn't know, and we decided to not go. But at that time, I would have just went, because it's always good to go, even if you don't know what they're talking about. It's good to be in his presence. So I haven't really missed a Sunday Mass, which I always tell people if they want to go and strengthen their relationship with God, I always say start with going to Mass every single Sunday. That's the biggest thing. And then second is go to adoration. Go every other day. If you can, go every day. Or go twice, 3 times a week. Doesn't matter. As long as, you're doing that. You're giving up your time to go to Jesus. Another good way, always recommend people, is to pray. You could pray before you wake up, or after you wake up. You could pray before you sleep, and pray before every single meal. I used to not do this probably about a year ago or 2 years ago, where I never prayed before my meal. I would pray maybe as if like a family dinner, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, things like that. I would pray as a big family. But now every single meal, even privately, like let's just say I go back to the office and I want to eat, I'm going to pray. When I eat a snack, I still pray. Like let's just say I want to go eat, I don't eat anything technically bad, so I eat like let's just say nuts, and I want something in my body, I'll go eat peanuts. So before I eat that, I'll say a prayer, and ever since then, I've kept doing it, and now it's natural to me. Every single time I want to eat a food or I want to get a quick bite, I know to pray because I've been doing it so much recently that it just factored in my body. Like it's factored in my mind that okay, I'm eating, I need to pray. So that's another good thing that I always recommend to people is pray before you eat. Go to Mass every Sunday. Try and pray every single day. Just try. I know sometimes you can forget, sometimes you may be busy, but try to pray every single day. Now, even when I'm having like a tough time, like let's just say my business is not working, something wrong is happening, I just came across this error, I just had this kind of fight, I would always go to adoration and pray about it. No matter what it is, no matter what it's about, I'll go to adoration and pray about the issue that I'm having right now. And usually, let's just say I'm having a bad day, like a very, very rough day, and it was not good at all. I go to adoration or the grotto, which is another, like simply the same thing almost, but you might not have the presence of God in front of you with the Eucharist. But once I go pray at adoration, my day after that is like the new day. This new day. Like I had a horrible day. Horrible beginning in the morning. Now after, it reset. Like I'm in the brightest mood, the best mood I can possibly be in. And just by praying to God, telling him about my things, and it just relieves my mind and gives me calmness and peacefulness and clarity. And that's the one thing about God is that, like, let's just say you want to get into a relationship. You simply pray the prayer, God, if this is not for me, please remove her from my life or him from my life. And trust me, I've prayed that prayer multiple times, and very frequently it's happened within a week or maybe even a day. Like I know one time I prayed it, the next day she was gone. I prayed it one time, that same week she was gone. So I know that when you pray that prayer, it's a very good sign. Let's just say if you're getting into a relationship, you pray that prayer. If she stays, that's a good thing. If she's, simply moves on, I'm not affected by it. Like when she stopped talking to me, I didn't care because I knew she wasn't the one, and God told me she was not the one. So I had, no cares for it. So I always tell people, keep God first, always, no matter what you're doing, even your business model. If you are prioritizing money in your business, it's not gonna work. Trust me, it's not gonna work. I always thought that in the beginning that I need to make this much money, but no. If you knock down one task at a time, you're going to make that much money, and you shouldn't have to worry about that money because God has a plan for you. No matter what it is, he always has a plan for you. Whether it be dropshipping, whether it be trading, whether it be a doctor, whether it be your agency, whatever you're doing, he always has a plan for you. He always has a good plan for you. This business model didn't work, give that one a shot. Maybe God has a plan for you. Trust his process and trust his plan. But now back then, I was so deep into money. I wanted this good thing. I wanted this good thing. Now I'm not too focused on money. I'm not too prioritized on money. I'm not, I don't know the term to it, but I'm not, so focused and laser that I need money. I need money. Like my business this month already, it is January 16th. I am recording this as well. And my business right now, I just looked at it previously when I was at the office. I generated over $130,000 profit just this month alone, 16 days in the new year. And yeah, I haven't prioritized money. I don't really care about it. It's legit nothing. If you don't have God, to me, money's nothing. Money can't buy you happiness. They always say money can buy you happiness, but even with having all these fancy things, these nice cars, jewelry, all that, it was all materialistic. Like, you can't be too focused on that kind of stuff. That's not what you should be prioritizing your life, is all this materialistic jewelry. I need this Lambo, I need this McLaren, I need this Richard Mille, I want that iced out watch, I want that big mansion. It's not good to be, too focused into materialistic things. It's good to be yourself, good to be authentic, good to be unique, but don't get too focused on the materialistic stuff. It can vanish. Like, God can remove that in, an instant. Like, I could lose this car tomorrow. I could lose all my money. Like, something could happen where I lose everything, and there's a reality like that can't happen. I'm just going to end this off as, if you want to get close to God, I always tell you, but I'm going to end this off with, if you want to get close to God, continue praying, continue going to daily mass, not even daily mass, at least go to. But I'm going to end this off as, pray every single day. If you can't pray but I'm going to end this off as, go to mass every Sunday. If you can't go to mass every Sunday, at least pray every single day, or go to adoration 2-3 times, even 1 time a week, and see how your life can turn. Don't prioritize materialistic things. Prioritize God. God always has a plan for you. No matter what you're going through, He always has a plan, and you need to trust His process. Thank you.